So I'll repeat those topics one more time. Okay. So they are error spotting, sentence correction, reading comprehension, jumbled para, synonyms and antonyms, and finally we have sentence completion. Okay. Apart from this, there are two additional topics. Sometimes they may ask, or sometimes they may not ask. Okay. So they are close test and analogies. Fine. But first we'll have a small discussion about the 6 important topics, and then we'll discuss about analogies and close test as well. Okay. Fine. So starting with error spotting. So the first, in this particular video log, we'll make sure that we have a good understanding about the questions first. Okay. So like you said, in error spotting, there is a particular statement which is divided into 4 parts: A, B, C, D, or sometimes E, and the E option would be mostly no error. Okay. So you have to read the statement and you have to spot the error. Okay. So you are not required to correct the error. If you find there is some error in any one of those parts, you just need to tick that spot, or you need to just mark that particular option. That is your error spotting. Now comes your sentence correction. Sentence correction is little bit similar to, it is almost what is error spotting, but here there are 4 options. You need to choose the right option and replace it with the error that you spot. So there is a sentence, and sometimes they will there is an underline, or sometimes the words are bolded. So you will distinctly see that there is an error there, and you need to replace it with the right option. This is your sentence correction. Now comes the most important topic in verbal aptitude, which is your reading comprehension. Okay. So let me also make it very clear, reading comprehension is going to be the decider. Because see, even if they give you one passage, that one passage will have 5 questions. Okay. So when you're attempting reading comprehension, it means, when you're doing one passage, it means you're doing 5 questions. So you need to be extremely cautious with respect to time, because reading comprehensions are always time consuming. So you must be quick enough to go through the passage and understand the question and mark the answer. Okay. So again, I'm telling you, RC is going to be the decider. So most of the time, students have this tendency to quit RC or omit RC. Never ever commit that blunder. Okay. So most of the times, it is the RC that decides your fate. So I will, in the following videos, I will be giving you good insights about RC as well. But for now, in this particular video log, we'll try to understand the question. So I hope you have seen some passages while you were solving questions based on verbal. Yeah, good. So now the 4th one is your jumbled para. Jumbled para is more like a logical reasoning question. Okay, so where there is there are sentences that are jumbled, you need to rearrange and make a meaningful paragraph. Okay. So the options are always there. So it is just that how quickly you're arranging the sentences and finding that particular option. Okay. And now we go to synonyms and antonyms. Generally, synonyms are quite easy because our mind is designed in such a way that whenever we look a word, we always try to, knowingly or unknowingly, we'll always try to find the meaning of the word. But when it comes to antonyms, it is exactly the opposite. So first, we need to know the synonym, and then opposite of that would be the antonym. So the options are there. See, one big problem with synonyms and antonyms is your vocabulary level should be quite good. Okay, so only then you can easily get the answer. Fine. And then lastly we have sentence completion. Okay, there is a statement, and there are some blanks, and sometimes a single blank is there, sometimes 2 blanks are there. So accordingly, you have the options. So you need to choose the right option, and it is more like fill in the blanks, what we did in our junior grades. Okay, but of course, there it was fill in the blank would be easy, but now you all are grown-ups, you all are appearing for your attending a drive, you're seeking a job, so which means definitely the level of questions would be slightly difficult. Okay, so sentence completion again is largely dependent on your vocabulary level. Okay, so these are the 6 areas from where most of the time questions are asked. Apart from this, there are 2 other areas, which is your analogies and close test. Okay, so analogy is again like a reasoning question. Fine, but the problem with analogies are there is no particular area from where they will ask you the question. It can be from any domain. Okay, sometimes it can be from our day-to-day life, whatever we are seeing the things. Okay, sometimes it is related to synonyms, antonyms. Sometimes it is related to you can say different study. Okay, say for instance, if plant is to botany, animal is to. Say, I'll give you the option. Okay, before I gave the option, you were able to get the answer. Good, but please don't expect the same kind of, easy. These kind of questions, definitely the level of difficulty would be slightly higher. Okay, and the last would be your close test. Close test is gaining importance in the recent time. Okay, it's exactly what you call fill-ups. Fine. So there is a passage where, in sentence correction, a sentence completion, there is only one sentence. Okay, one sentence, one blank or 2 blank. But here in close test, there would be one big passage and there are some blanks. Okay, so the options are there. You need to choose the right option and fill those blanks. Okay, so exactly you can say that fill in the blanks. Fine. The difference between sentence completion and close test is sentence completion, you have a single statement and a blank or maybe 2 blanks sometimes. But in close test, it is a paragraph or a passage and you have different blanks. Okay, and you need to choose the right answer and you need to fill those blanks. So these are the topics one must be aware before they are entering the examination hall or before they are attempting the verbal aptitude round. Okay, so for now, we're able to understand the basics, like what is expected on the day of verbal aptitude. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So in the coming days, okay, we will discuss one topic after the other, and then we'll try to make ourselves better. So I hope this small session gave good insight about the questions that you can expect in verbal aptitude. Looking forward for the next session. Till then, signing off.
Yes.